Today my topic is on classification of kingdoms. Classification of kingdoms. Why did the scientists need to classify all the organisms into kingdom? Because it was difficult for them to observe it. Because there is more than billion trillion types of species of organisms in the world, and it was difficult for them to observe it. So the Robert Whittaker classified all the organisms into 5 kingdoms. At first, the Carolus Linnaeus in 1751 classified all the organisms into 2 kingdoms. Kingdom Plantia and Kingdom Animalia. But later it was false. It was dismissed because there was more than billion trillion types of organism, and he put all the organism into these 2 kingdoms. Later it was false. And in 1969, the Robert Whittaker classified all the organism into 5 kingdoms. Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Animalia, and Kingdom Plantia. Now what is Kingdom Monera? Kingdom Monera. Now I will going to discuss Kingdom Monera. In this he include all the unicellular and colonial organisms. He include all the unicellular and colonial organisms and are prokaryotes.
What is prokaryote?
I will discuss it. Pro mean before. Now what is mean by before, and karyon mean nucleus. So before nucleus means its nucleus just like that. There was no nuclear membrane around it, and the organelles are also absent in it. There was 2 types, prokaryotes and eukaryote. Now what is eukaryote? Eu mean true and karyon mean nucleus. So the eukaryote is just like that because there was nuclear membrane around it, therefore it is just like that. And there was all organelles in it. What is organelles? Organelles do specific function for an organism. Organelles, all the organelles have specific function, and organelles are mitochondria, lysosome, etc. Now come to Kingdom Monera. There were no cellule around it, and they do not contain cellulose. It is made up of murine. Now what is murine? Now what is murine? Murine is a molecule of polysaccharides and amino acid. Polysaccharides and amino acid. Some of them are make their own food. In Kingdom Monera, some of organisms are make their own food, while some of not make their own food. By a process of photosynthesis and chemosynthesis.
What is chemosynthesis?
I will discuss it. Photo mean light, and synthesis mean to prepare. Chemo mean chemically, and synthesis mean to prepare. Those plants which make their food by light, by help of light are called photosynthesis, while the chemosynthesis, those things which are combined with chemically, while it does not make their food by light. This is called chemosynthesis and photosynthesis. Examples of kingdom Monera are bacteria and cyanobacteria. It is also called blue-green algae. Now,
Where are being found blue-green algae?
blue-green algae are in cyanobacteria. There was so much type of bacteria. Now the second one is kingdom Protista. Now it includes unicellular and unicellular colonial organisms. What is unicellular colonial? Unicellular colonial means which is made up of one cell and live in a group is called unicellular colonial, and it does not form tissue, because when two cells combine it form tissue. When the unicellular combine it make colonial and do not form tissue. Some of them are contain chlorophyll, the green color pigment. And for that they make their own food. While some of them do not contain chlorophyll, so therefore they do not make their own food. Its examples, kingdom Protista examples are Plasmodium, Paramecium, Chlamydomonas, etc. Now, the third one is kingdom Fungi. Kingdom Fungi. They contain the eukaryote organism. Eukaryote. I will discuss it before. Eukaryote organisms. They are in these unicellular or multicellular organisms are include. Unicellular mean that those organisms which is made up of only one cell, while multicellular mean those organisms which is made up of two or more cells. It have not chlorophyll and are heterotrophic. How? What is mean by heterotrophic? And the second one is autotrophic. Heterotrophic means that give food from other organisms, do not make their own food, while autotroph means to make their own food. Their own food. They are saprophytes. Now what is saprophytes? Saprophytes mean which deriving fruit from the dead organic material, and some of them are parasites which deriving their food from living cell of the host. Fungi get nutrition in a unique way. Example, absorption. Its saliva is made up of chitin. Do not say chitin. Its examples are yeast, penicillium, bread mold and mushroom, etc. Now, I will going to discuss the fourth kingdom, kingdom Plantia. In this kingdom, all the plants are included. They are eukaryotic organisms and contain chlorophyll. Why they are contain chlorophyll? Because to make their own food. Its saliva is made up of cellulose. Its common examples are mosses, ferns and flowering plant, just like rose, wheat and sugarcane, etc. Mosses is a type of plant, and it's also type of plant.
So what type of plant?
What type of plant? Plants have more types. Its structure is just like only leaf. Leaf plants. And the fifth and the last kingdom is kingdom Animalia. They are multicellular and eukaryotic which lack saliva. What is meant by lack saliva? Lack saliva means which have not saliva. Which have not saliva. And they do not have chlorophyll. They are heterotrophic. It gets fruit from plant. Now it's have two types: vertebrate and invertebrate. What is vertebrate and what is invertebrate? Vertebrate which have backbone. And invertebrate which do not have backbone.
For example?
Its examples are mammals and reptiles. And its examples are insects and starfish, etc. Any question? Thank you.